Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Are y'all ready? I am Congressman Stephen Horsford. I'm proud of Nevada's 4th Congressional District. Ready to elect a fighter for Nevada? Well, we've got one in Aaron Ford. As Attorney General, Aaron has took on and greedy drug companies hiking prices, and he's won. In fact, he's delivered more in legal settlements for Nevada families than any attorney general in state history. We've both served as state Senate Majority Leader. I saw firsthand how Aaron has brought people together, Democrats and Republicans and independents, to deliver real results, housing for our veterans, and long overdue pay raises for hardworking state employees. Now, Republicans want to take us backward. Trump's so-called one big beautiful bill would rip health care from more than 100,000 Nevadans, gut food assistance for over 500,000 Nevadans, and wipe out clean energy jobs, killing opportunity and hurting our governor says we should be excited about that. We deserve better. Aaron Ford has always put Nevada families first. He listens, he leads, and he delivers. Nevadans need a governor who creates opportunity, not chaos, who rewards work, not wealth. That's why I'm proud to support the next governor of the state of Nevada, Aaron Ford. And now I'm honored to introduce another great fighter for Nevada every single day, Assemblywoman Cecilia Gonzalez. Hey.
Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to stand here before you today as a mom, an educator, a PhD student, Assemblywoman for District 16, and chair of the Nevada Latino Legislative Caucus. And yes, the answer is I don't sleep. I'm proud here to stand here supporting my good friend, Mr. Ford, in his candidacy for governor for the great state of Nevada. Aaron Ford knows how the legislative process works and exactly the kind of partner we need in our governor's office. As the former Senate Majority Leader, Ford has worked with Democrats and Republicans to balance our budgets and deliver real results for Nevadans, like housing for veterans. This year, Governor Joe Lombardo proposed a budget that had an unprecedented $335 million unconstitutional deficit. Our Economic Forum projected a $350 million decline in revenue in the middle of our legislative session for the first time since the Great Recession, and this is in largely part due to President Trump. Budget sees historic declines in revenue. Joe Lombardo supported Donald Trump's executive order to dismantle the Department of Education, and with its $1 billion annual funding. Yeah, you guys can boo at that. Boo! As an educator myself, I know how real these budget cuts are to our children. And as a former public math school teacher, Attorney General Ford understands the importance of investing in our students and our educators. As Attorney General, Ford has fought to keep our communities safe. And when Donald Trump signed an executive order to end birthright citizenship, Attorney Ford sued the administration, protecting our hard-working Latino families. Nevadans need a governor that stands up for us without the fear or favor, and that's Attorney General Ford. And with that, I would like to introduce our
Wow, 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 wow. Well, this is a good-looking crowd. I think I know everybody out here in this audience, and I'm glad to see you. It is so nice to be home right here in the heart of my district and away from Washington. Every day it's a new scandal, it's a new cut, it's a new insult. Wish it was a new president, but I'm not. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I am here to talk about a good man, a good friend, a good public servant, and a good leader. And you know who I mean. This is a man who has a kind heart, a keen mind, and a strong compassion for doing everything he can to help all Nevadans. You know who I mean. He has not just talked the talk, he has walked the walk. From his early years in Texas to his time in the Attorney General's office. He has been on the front lines. And he has fought not just to keep his family safe, but to keep all our families safe. You know, they use the word tireless a lot these days. I think it's overused, frankly. But in the case of the man I'm talking about, it is absolutely appropriate. He is tireless in working for all of us. So yeah, let's give a cheer for that. Already mentioned by my colleague Stephen Horsford, he has cracked down on human trafficking. He has stood up against injustice. He has fought corruption at the highest levels. As Attorney General, he cleared a long backlog of rape kits that had never been looked at, consulted, pursued. And I especially appreciate this, he spoke out for women's rights at a time when they are under attack. And he has not been intimidated by Washington and has not been afraid to sue, and he has sued Washington and this presidency for executive overreach and all the things that he has done to take away education, take away for people who send children to school hungry. That's the kind of man he is. He is beloved, and with your help, he will be governor. So it is absolutely my honor and my pleasure to be able to introduce to you a man you all know, Aaron Ford. Give it up for the next governor of Nevada.
Thank you, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. But before I begin, though, we should take a moment of silence. There was a shooting this morning in Reno. We have heard that 3 have been deceased and others are injured. I've been in touch with those at the Grand Sierra Resort to offer my condolences and any assistance that I can provide. I've been in touch with the sheriff up there as well, but I want to take a moment of silence for this circumstance. Join me. Thank you. So thank you, Congressman Horsford, my mentor. He's younger than I am, but he's a mentor to me in politics, and thank you so much for being here. Assemblywoman Gonzalez, thank you so very much. It's great to see you and your beautiful daughter. Congresswoman Titus, thank you as well for introducing me. Giving up to her, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I am so humbled to be here, to look out and see so many Nevadans gathered here because we all believe in something pretty basic. We believe that everyone should be able to forward and build a good life for themselves and for their families. We believe that even in the face of politics that have shut us out, told us to settle for less, and fought to divide us, and we believe that everyone deserves to be treated with humanity, dignity, and respect. We believe in our Nevada family that if you can dream it and if you work hard, you should be able to live it. I myself come from a family that worked hard but struggled. My dad worked odd and end jobs to help us get by. They did everything that they could to keep us afloat, but most of the times, it just wasn't enough. There were nights when my brothers and I stale candy bars for dinner. Stale candy bars that my father found next to the dumpster when he was dumping out some produce after work one day. We weren't broken, and we knew the only way out was to work hard. I kept fighting for a better life because that's one thing my mom instilled in me: resilience. I went to college, and during my junior year, I became a dad to my oldest son, Avery. He absolutely changed my life. A few months later, I became a single dad. Medicaid insured the doctors and to stay healthy. Food stamps kept us from going hungry. And education gave us hope. I never gave up. I graduated, went on to earn 2 master's degrees, my law degree, and my PhD. I became a public school math teacher. I met my wife, Berna. Hey, baby. And we raised 4 boys together, including my nephew. The truth is, I've lived what too many people in this state are living right now. I know what it's like to feel like you're pushing a rock uphill in that fight for a better life. And families all across Nevada, they're feeling it too. They work hard, they play by the rules, but they can't get ahead because prices are too high. Jobs are too scarce, and it feels like the deck is stacked against them. Because you know what? It is. And that's why I'm fighting for the kind of government that sees people like I was and says, you matter. That's why I'm running to be the next governor of Nevada. To build a state where every family and every neighborhood can get away. Because kids who grow up with hardworking parents who sometimes can't afford to keep the lights on, or one day, because parents who struggle to make ends meet in an economy that is already rigged in favor will fight for them. Because when you've lived through what people are going through, you don't need to be told that things are broken. You need someone who's going to roll up their sleeves and actually fix what's broken. When my family and I moved back to Vegas, my oldest son asked me, Dad, why would you move us to a state that's ranked last in education? He was joking, y'all. He was joking, but I took it seriously. And that's where I ran for the state senate. And in my first session, I worked with both parties to give teachers and parents more control over how their decisions could be made with their schools. Because there's no place of partisanship in our schools, and as a teacher, I actually never cared what party my students or their families belonged to. I cared about their futures. Later on, when my son was graduating from college, I asked him if he played. He said, "Dad, why would I come back to jobs?" A lot of people in the state have been thinking, and this isn't built for them. That even when you play by the rules and work hard, you still can't afford to build a life. That's when I knew we had to do something bigger. So as Senate Majority Leader, I went to work. I worked with both Democrats and Republicans to bring in new sectors like tech, like clean energy, and advanced manufacturing to create more good-paying jobs all across the state. We funded affordable housing for veterans. We raised pay for state employees, including our state police. And we didn't let partisanship get in the way of progress. But when Donald Trump was elected, his first priority was tax cuts for billionaires, giveaways to special interests, the short end of the stick for Nevada families whose wages stayed low and whose prices went up. That's why I ran for Attorney General. And on day one, I made it clear that if you harm Nevadans, I will hold you accountable. And I mean that without fear or favor. That's why I've taken on big drug companies. And I've won more than $1.2 billion in settlements. I've sued insurance companies trying to deny folks care. I've gone after corporate landlords who are jacking up prices and pricing out families. I've sued Trump and the Biden administration. I've sued both Trump and the Biden administrations because to me, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. If someone hurts Nevada families, I'm not backing down. As Nevada's top law enforcement officer, my number one priority has always been keeping our communities safe and holding criminals accountable. My office has gone after human traffickers and child predators. I worked with the legislature to crack down on fentanyl dealers and illegal ghost guns. And I've cleared a decades-long rape kit backlog so that victims of that heinous crime could finally have justice. I've prosecuted those who exploit the most vulnerable and who attack law enforcement because Nevadans deserve to feel safe. And I'm proud to lead that fight. Now, while I've been doing that work, Joe Lombardo has been kowtowing to Donald Trump. And I get this. You heard the congressman already say that Lombardo even said to Nevadans that we should, quote, feel the pain from Trump's price-raising agenda. Can you believe that? Our governor wants families to feel pain while he caters to the powerful. Well, thanks to Joe Lombardo and Donald Trump, there's plenty of pain to go around. Housing prices have hit record highs, while the governor killed legislation to stop out-of-state corporations from buying up homes and pricing families out of their own neighborhoods. Nation for the past year, and our job growth is lagging behind the rest of the country. Healthcare costs are rising faster in Nevada than anywhere else in America. Our schools continue to struggle and are among the most overcrowded in the country. And despite vetoing summer school and guaranteed school meals due to budget concerns, one of Lombardo's earliest priorities was requesting $25 million for new office furniture. Joe Lombardo has spent more money than any Nevada governor in recent history, and we have nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, the governor said that we should be excited about Trump's betrayal. Excited about what? That it's going to blow a hole in our state budget? That it's going to rip health care away from over 100,000 Nevadans? That 2 of our rural hospitals will have to close or to cut essential services? Or maybe we should be excited about slashing SNAP benefits for more than 500,000 Nevadans who rely upon them. Or that the bill will cause our state to lose clean energy jobs and energy costs to rise. And all of this to pay for tax cuts for billionaires while increasing the national deficit by $3 trillion. That's not leadership. That's letting us down. Last month, I was at a meeting with the South Washoe County Democrats, and I met a woman who had just been laid off. She told me how hard it's been to find steady work, how she's been doing everything right, but she lies awake at night worried that she might lose the home she shares with her husband and their son. She said she anymore. Impacted by the policies that we make and enforce as elected officials. Our hardworking Nevadans across the state are seeing their costs rise because Joe Lombardo would rather cater families. No more. Because here's what we're going to do when I'm governor. We're going to bring down prescription drug prices to the Medicaid. That's the same legislation that Lombardo vetoed for big pharma companies. We're going to stop price fixing of essential goods and hold predatory corporations accountable for bad business practices. We're going to block Wall Street firms from buying up our homes and pricing families out of their neighborhoods. We're going to build more housing at every level to create a more attainable market. And we'll fight to make sure that Nevada workers, including union labor, are at the center of that effort. We're going to guarantee breakfast and lunch for every public school student. No stigma, no paperwork, just an investment in the future of our state. We're going to fund summer school, especially for kids who need additional support. And you bet we're going to ensure that jobs in this state pay enough to live, with benefits, protections, and a pathway to a stable life. It's time Nevadans had a governor who says yes to Nevada families and no to big corporations. It's time to stop sliding backwards, and it's time to start moving forward. Forward means making housing attainable and affordable for all Nevada families. Moving forward means building an educational system that helps students thrive and helps teachers to teach. Moving forward means good-paying union jobs with livable wages. Moving forward means lower drug prices and higher expectations of what a governor can be and what a can do. Oye, mi historia no es la de todos, pero me ha demostrado lo que es posible cuando la gente tiene las herramientas, la oportunidad y alguien que cree en ellos. Eso es lo que deseo para todos. Listen. Listen. My story isn't everyone's, but it's shown me what's possible when folks have the tools, the opportunity, and someone who believes in them. That's what I want for every Nevadan. So if you're tired of the status quo and you're tired of people who won't stand up for you, you want someone who's going to fight for a Nevada that finally works for everyone, join us. Go to forwardfornevada.com. I want you to sign up. I want you to knock doors. I need you to chip in. I want you to help build this movement together. Let's move Nevada forward. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. God bless Nevada. And God bless the United States of America.